Right, good morning, welcome back. Okay, bare bones Busa, day 2. Now, 6 weeks ago I made a start on this, ripped it all apart, got everything off that I definitely don't want, and then intended to start putting as little stuff back on it as possible. Well, obviously something got in the way, I think we all know that now, and I'm feeling a lot better, so I'm back to the project. So for day 2, I'm going to do something that's very obvious. No Street Fighter is complete, or even considered to be correct, without a straight bar conversion. So let's do that today. Right, okay. Tech Bike Parts 28mm taper bar clamps. Now I've got 3 different sets of taper bars to try in here, but I've got to get these fitted first. You get a 28mm hole in there and they're offset in the way that they're machined. So you can turn them one way and have them a little bit closer to you, or spin them forwards and have a little bit more reach if you've got monkey arms like me. So I'm going to have them there, but the bolts they come with, as you saw, there's 2 options. There's a 12mm set and a 10mm set, just so that you can fit them to whatever your bike. Now, the 10mm ones that are here, as is often the case with aftermarket parts, you'll find that you have to modify them or just change them or adapt them a little bit to fit perfectly the way you want. And it's exactly the same case with these. I have got to do that. They're just a little bit too long, so I want to part a little bit off the end of them. And at the same time, the threads don't go up the shaft quite far enough. When I bolt these up nice and tight, they're still going to be a little bit loose. I need a bit more thread on there so it's a nice finish and it will fit straight in, almost as if it was made for a Hayabusa. Right, okay, now the first task with bolting any flat bar conversion on is to physically bolt it on. Once you've done that and you know it's on there and it fits and it's all okay and secure, well then you can analyse all the other problems you've got in front of you, and I've got quite a few. Now the first thing I notice is there's loads of flexibility in that, because there was 4 big fat rubber bushings in there holding the little clip-on saddle, which doesn't have a lot of leverage. These have way more leverage, and I'm only using 2 of them, so there's way more movement. So all I've got to do is those rubber bushings that are in there, I've got to copy those. I'll machine them up on the lathe out of Delrin plastic. That will make them nice and stiff, so the bars will then bolt in nice and solid. Absolutely what I need. Now, once they're bolted in like that, then it's about all the controls. Thankfully, the wiring is fine. There's plenty of wiring because it went all around that fairing, but the wiring's not my issue. It's the fact I need longer brake hoses, a longer clutch hose, longer throttle cables, and a longer choke cable. So I'm going to get onto Wimoto for all of those things. They do custom length hydraulic hoses, so I'll order them 100mm longer, and also the throttle cables. I'm not so sure where to get them. I'll try with Wimoto first. I'm pretty sure I can get longer ones for that, or possibly for a different bike. I don't know. Basically, all control cables are reasonably generic. You can actually adapt them for different bikes, so that'll be a little project, won't it? And the other thing finally is the choke cable. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'll come up with something for that though. So there we are. Now once I can bolt all the furniture on here and all the levers and everything's working, everything's hydraulically plumbed up and working and fine, then I can move on to the back end. So this should be a good little project. Really enjoying it so far, and that looks way better than it did. See you next time.